If you're familiar with role-playing games, RPGs, then you might know that the players are basically actors who don't get paid to act. Mark is one of those serious RPGers, and when he created a character, he knew that a Northern Irish accent would be perfect to bring the character alive. At American, Mark knew that putting some work in on his part would be required to nail the accent, so he turned to the internet for help, and YouTube, where he discovered my channel. Mark contacted me and asked if I could help by running a few lines of dialogue for his character Angel, so that's what this video is about. You can find Mark's YouTube channel and character details linked in the description below. By the way, if we're meeting for the first time, I'm Alistair, an English teacher and Northern Irish accent coach. To know more about English, languages or accents, consider subscribing. Before the lines, a word on the character's appearance. Angel is a handsome, clean-shaven man with blonde hair and blue eyes that glow a different colour when he casts spells. His body is covered in tattoos of different magical runes. He wears a signature bowler hat and often sports sunglasses to protect his eyes from the bright lights. Angel does not appear to have any weapons on his person. However, he does store a dagger in each of his boots. I'll reveal more about the character interspersed throughout the lines. My name is Rigel O'Farrell, but most people just call me Angel. Pleased to meet you. So what are we going to do now? We can always just rush in and blast them to oblivion. Now that was subtle. If you're handing out free healing, I could use a wee bit of that. It was bad enough when the demons and devils were in my head. Now they're out in the real world too. I could use a short rest. My magic is running low. It might do us well to do a little recon of the place before we go charging headlong in. Door is locked tight. You think you can open it quietly so as not to alert whomever or whatever might be waiting inside. I'll be near the front so I can see what's coming. You make a good point. Agreed. Now are we just going to stand here cracking all day, or are we going to go, hey lads, what's the crack? The crack, the word, the news, the gossip. You know, what's the crack? Will you stop acting the maggot and focus on the problem at hand? That spell was quite good at cleaning out those monsters. Sure, look it. I will, yeah. I'm going to the jacks. I'll wet the tea if we're resting here. A word on the character's personality traits. Flattery is Angel's preferred trick for getting what he wants. He's a born gambler who can't resist taking a risk for a potential payoff, and would rather make a new friend than a new enemy. That was a tough fight, but we should head on before more of these creatures show up. Looks like that's banjaxed alright. Bang on, let's move. You're somewhat of a chancer, but I think for this, we need a real plan. You're all a bunch of dossers. Now can we get on with it? May you live as long as you want, and never want as long as you live. Aye, what butter and whiskey won't cure, there is no cure for. Forgetting a debt doesn't mean it's paid. As a wee lad, I remember the saying, beware the anger of a patient man. He's an awful snake, but he will get the word out. Don't be an idiot. Do you think me an idiot now? Will you shut your gob for once and listen? Ah, come on, what about another pint for the lock-in? He's a right cute cur, all right. Shrewd as they come. You should watch yourself around him. Thanks for the healing, now I feel grand. You've got to be careful when dealing with the guild, they're always up to shenanigans. That was a whopper of a spell, wasn't it? You'll never plough a field by turning it over in your mind. Let's go. Come here, you. He who keeps his tongue keeps his friends. Aye. Here are some of Angel's ideals. Friendship, material goods come and go. Bonds of friendship last forever. Redemption. There's a spark of good in everyone. Sometimes one day changes everything. Sometimes 1 year changes nothing. A kind word never broke anyone's mouth. Aye, if only wishing made it so. These things I warmly wish for you. Someone to love, some work to do, a bit of old sun, a bit of old cheer, and a guardian angel always near. You know, if you accept and embrace your limitations, you can always go beyond them. You should never be ashamed to admit you've been wrong. It only proves you're wiser today than yesterday. If you do your best, don't mind the rest. We learn from failure, not from success. Ever tried, ever failed. No matter, try again, fail better. Fancy outfit that? Don't become broke by trying to look rich. My ma always told me, never scald your lips with another man's porridge. I'd nod and say, I will, yeah. Aye, lass, I can resist everything but temptation. Cheaters never prosper, unless they get away with it, that is. My ma's menu consisted of 2 choices. Take it or leave it. Enough. Away with the fairies. Let's get on with it. If goodness is its own reward, Shouldn't we get a little something for being naughty? All I've ever wanted is to be near you. Sorry, lass, but you owe me a drink, because when I looked at you, I dropped mine. If you stood in front of a mirror holding 11 roses, you would see a dozen of the most beautiful things in the world. Your dress is nice, but it's a bit mad-like. We need to rest. I'm knackered. The character has some bonds. Angel swindled and ruined a man who didn't deserve it. He seeks to atone for his misdeeds, but might never be able to forgive himself. Someone they loved died because of a mistake they made. That will never happen again. I'm gonna head on before the guards come calling. A herd of demons in the next room, you say? Now that's a fret. Sound as a pound. Aye, she's a regular banshee, that one. Careful the guild doesn't get its tenterhooks into you. You're as thick as manure, but only half as useful. We should set up watches. I'll take first watch. This will go a lot easier on you if you just tell us what we want to know. Ma always said, you can't make an omelette without breaking a few eggs. If it was easy, then anyone could do it. Aye, we can do that, but we don't come cheap. Hope you have the coin to pay the price. Right, do you have any potions of healing you'd care to sell? Come here to me. What if you got the trade for these? This place gives me the creeps. We should stay on our toes. Smells like brimstone and death in here. I don't suppose you could conjure up some corned beef and cabbage with one of those spells of yours? Hush, I'm trying to concentrate here. He's lying. I can smell it. Aren't you the charmer? I don't suppose you'd be willing to talk this over a pint then? How about this? We take all your stuff, you tell us all that we want to know, and then we let you live. What do you say? The character has one major flaw. Angel has a tell that reveals when he's lying. About that favour you owe me? It's time I collect on it. I'm not worried. I don't need to outrun the demon. I just need to outrun you. I just want to go home and get flothered. My, you're an awful snake. Stall the ball a minute. I want to check this out more closely. He's so cheap, he can peel an orange in his pocket. The older the fiddle, the sweeter the tune. I am not a lousy liar. I'm an exceptionally gifted liar. We should leg it while we still can. Quick, hide and stay quiet as a church mouse. All right, I'll just stay for one. Leave the bottle and you should go bring another one. Sleeving, aye, and thick with thieves as well. Too bad you're not attracted to bad men, because I'm the absolute worst. Nah, you go on ahead and I'll catch you up later. Sure, I'll tag along. If, like Mark, you want anything recorded, audio, or video in a Northern Irish accent, then contact me with your requirements using the details in the description below. Here's a reminder to check out Mark's YouTube channel and the character details also linked in the description below. Now, to discover in detail about the Northern Irish accent, watch this playlist. Or, if you prefer some analysis of actors attempting the Northern Irish accent, check out this one instead. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.